Pokémon Sword and Shield has a troubled history, all stemming from the initial #GameFreak lied movement with the lack of national decks. So the base game can feel like it's missing something. With only 400 of the now nearly 900 roster, the wonder and awe of not knowing what will be on the next route is gone. What if we fix that? By hacking and randomizing Pokémon Shield on a launch version of the Nintendo Switch and adding some challenge, let's make it my first ever full Nuzlocke attempt. Every trainer battle has been changed, every route is now foreign, every guide available online is entirely useless, and I am far from a Pokemon master. Here's how it went. Our adventure begins as any Pokemon adventure does, choosing a starter. I chose Sobble for obvious reasons, but it turned out to be a Volcarona in disguise. We named her Violet and prepared for our first battle against Hop. Normally, he has a Wooloo and whichever starter is weak to yours, but today Hop had other plans. He started with Diglett, and things were going smoothly until eventually I lost to Anorith. But Nuzlocke rules generally don't kick in until obtaining Pokeballs. Little did I know this first loss would set the tone for the challenges ahead and my odds of survival. We investigated a disturbance in the slumbering Weald only to find a mysterious Zamazenta, Riolu, causing some trouble. After the Grand Champion saved our skins, we set off for Wedgehurst. In my version of the Nuzlocke rules, I'm still only able to catch one Pokemon per route, but I will take my pick of overworld spawn or take my chances with a hidden encounter. For Route 1, I opted for hidden, and I made my first dire mistake. A misclick caused me to Oko Glalie, meaning I'm down a teammate until we can press on. I thought... Route 2, we find our newest party member in the form of a Porygon Z we named Progger. With a heavy interest in its conversion move, we put Progger into a position where we can fully utilize this power. And running into the first real trainer battle of the Nuzlocke found a way to present a problem for me. A blue noodle boy that I was convinced was water type. Pyro Ball. Why do you know a fire type move? Why are you worried about Dratini? It's water type, isn't... Oh, is it? Is it a water type? Right. But it's blue like the water, so you can imagine my confusion, right? After this epiphany, we managed to take it out without issue. We met the Pokemon Professor, and it was finally time to take on Hop again. I've been training, and so has he, with a whole new team. Hop, bring it on. Shedinja. Guys, I can't do it. I can't do it. What do I do? How do I strategize? Somebody help. See, Shedinja has 1 HP, so naturally I was shaking in my boots. Hop also found a Horsey, but it was no trouble. His third and final Pokemon, Scorbunny. That's weird. That's weird and seemingly not random. With all things randomized, of course, sometimes it might randomize to be right, but it was still no match for Progger. On the way back into town, we find this odd-looking Rapidash. I don't know what this is. I've literally never heard of this Pokemon. But we've already encountered something this route, so we put it out of its misery. It got hurt with recoil and then the burn. A short trek into the wild area leads us to a lonely Marshtomp that we catch and nickname Marshmallow. As our team grows, I feel ready to push further into the wild area, but something legendary stands in the way, so I killed it for some crazy XP. In a new named part of the wild area, a wild Talonflame looks to join the party, thus named Borb the Burr, since Borb the Burb wouldn't fit. Newest member of the party, surely nothing bad can happen to this precious child. Anyway, by this time, Hop thinks he's figured out his forever team, so he wanted to show off their stuff. With Badoo, Sandshrew, and Shelmet, all falling at the hands of my team. Better luck next time, Chief. Here is where my skills as a Pokemon Master start to get dicey. As a new content creator, I'm focusing on talking and entertaining and not always keeping my party's best interests in mind. Am I at level or under? I'm at level. Oh my god. Y'all, we just got our first death. Borb the Burr was too young for this world, but his sacrifice will not be in vain. We must learn to press on from losing our team members and become the very best the Galar region has ever seen, no matter how many friends we lose along the way. I quickly fill the Borb-shaped hole in my heart by adding Axel the Axelgore to the party. West of Motostoke, a new party member finds us, Sparky. So here's our one encounter for this route. Progger easily took care of Route 3's first trainer. The caves bring us an Ivysaur named Onion, as well as showing off a very zoomy boy. Look at it go! Go ahead, little guy. You can get it. Get your tail. Unfortunately, not all is fun and fair to the RNG gods of the randomizer, and I'm not allowed to leave the cave without first making a sacrifice. Axel falls to Litten because I had a lapse in judgment of good type matchups. Alright, Litten's dangerous. We added another death. But this worker had a dastardly trick up her sleeve, a herdier that knows the move multi-attack, something normally reserved for Savali, and packing a 120 power punch and 100% accuracy. Herdier tears through my party in a single hit. This spelled doom for Marshmallow and Sparky before Onion could vine whip her way to a W. Because genuinely, that felt not fair. Bede is the final gatekeeper in the cave, the only thing between us and safety. Bede throws a Chinchou, Bergmite, and a Whismur at my team, but they are no match for the Fireforge friendship we've managed to kindle through the Cave of Despair. On the outside, things turn to a brighter tone. What is that, Zekrom? Necrozma? Necrozma. I think that's Necrozma. I think I want to add that to the party. Necrozma was so desperate to join the party, it settled for a plain Pokeball. Chat named it Fluffy, and it turns out Fluffy is a champion who came to the Galar region to chew gum and kick butt. And it's all out of gum. And what Pokemon playthrough isn't complete without some cheesy tourist traps? Pushing forward into the first gym challenge, I know my team is ready. Guiding the Wooloo is no problem, and the gym trainers dotting the path don't stand a chance. Before we know it, Milo is facing us down. He sends out Gothita. I send out Onion, banking on the grass gym being anything but. With a few Razor Leafs, Gothita falls. Milo sends out Passimian, which he intends to Dynamax, and I swap out for Fluffy because I wanted to see my big boy be bigger. That's a big boy, Necrozma. Yes, roar. After 3 turns as a trans-dimensional skyscraper, Fluffy has to be put on reserve. It's a fight that Prager ultimately has to finish with Swift. And we got our first badge! With his team out of the way, Milo gives us badge number 1 and we are off to Route 5. We face a double battle and they pull out a designer Delibird. Delibird. Easy. Shiny Delibird. That's a pretty color. I love it. It's a shame that we're going to have to kill it. Squash it into the ground. And mere steps away, terror awaits, and we naturally have to try adding the beast that is Ultra to our team. Let's see what's down here. Same thing. Guzzlord won't join me without making a sacrifice first. Onion, please hold in there. I hope Guzzlord's worth it. 1 badge, 5 deaths in, and only 3 usable party members at this point in the Nuzlocke. I'm realizing the challenge that exists for someone bad enough at simple type matchups. But I press on. I must add Guzzlord to the party, and darn it, by Azura, I must defeat Leon and become the new Grand Champion. After 10 anxiety-filled minutes and constant fear that I may lose another team member, I throw 1 more Pokeball. 1, 2... Yes, we got Guzzlord! Onibaba has been added to the roster. Hop pops up for another round, sending out the challenge of a Ditto, and I have Onibaba as my first party member. That's not the way that I wanted this to go, my guy. Oh, you had Imposter! With this sus tactic, Hop now has my Ultra Beast. Violet is sent to deal with the monster we helped create. A well-placed Struggle Bug sends the Imposter packing, and the rest of Hop's new team is a cakewalk. Dino is taken out by Struggle Bug, and Ribbon B falls to fire. Hop gives me the parting gift of some useless yellow shapes. Inside of Hulbury, my sights are now set on training through fishing. Technically, new named route, new area, so we technically add Sasha the Vaporeon to the technical party. Preparing for the next gym challenge, we circle back to the wild area for some training where we stumble upon a new zone and a friendly looking Celebi. With this mythical Pokemon, we finally have a full team of 6. Thanks to his proven time travel abilities, its new name is Doctor Who. Maybe it should have just been the Doctor, but oh well, I'm not a weeb. Gym number 2, we gear up to face the water-type leader Nessa. Her challenge contains Pillar of Water that must be deactivated, creating an extremely advanced maze-like puzzle. Fortunately, I'm an uber genius and was able to speedrun my way through the geysers and past every opposing trainer. Nessa surprised me with a left hook in the form of a Squirtle in the water-type gym. Crazy, right? This could spell trouble for Violet since she's a dainty little firebug. Prager was sent in for the dirty work as usual. Next up was Curlia, which didn't even make Prager break a sweat. And as her main event, the water and ground type Seismitoad. I read Nessa's every move and predicted her intentions to Dynamax, so Progr would have to follow suit. In the battle of Goliath v Goliath, I was determined to come out on top. After a couple max strikes, it was over, and badge number 2 was secure. With a new badge in tow, we venture east of Hulbury and into the second cave system in Galar, only to find a spooky mythical that we will try, and ultimately fail to catch. Steps away from the body of Volcanion, Beat approaches for a rematch, starting with Squobit, and followed up by a Zigzagoon that stops at nothing to bring down Sasha. This is entirely my fault. This is entirely my fault. That is entirely my fault. Sasha, I let you down, the newest member to the party, and now we are at 6 deaths. To avenge our fallen comrade, Violet faces off against Execute, singeing off each of their eggy faces. Girder tries to strong-arm its way to a W, but Violet holds on and sends Bead packing. Team Yell wants to start some trouble, so I team up with Hop, who once again has a new party to show off. His shiny Salazzle is in the top percentage of Salazzle, but it doesn't offer much help when it exists in the shadow of my team. Gotta release the shiny Hop, them's the rules. Hop finally has enough of being pushed around and utterly destroys the nearly dead Beartic. Meanwhile, looming over the fight, an Eternatus managed to get stuck in the cave, so Progr made quick work of it to help out, and get me some of that good XP. Fresh out of the cave, we befriend a wild Gibble, naming it Nibblegib. And once again back to the safety of town, and inside the Budew drop-in, Marnie takes the opportunity to battle us, throwing out a Cantonian Slowpoke. And since I have a poor understanding of type matchups, chat, do you want the controller? I don't think I can be allowed to play this anymore. Let me know what to press and you got it. Twitch plays Chance plays Pokemon. Once Slowpoke is tucked away, Marnie follows up with a Temple, which gets Confusioned out of existence. Her signature Morpeko is nowhere to be seen, and instead a Carkol rolls up to the fight and falls flat. Every time I've visited the Pokemon Center, Nurse Joy takes the opportunity to tell us about a rare Pokemon visiting Wedgehurst Station, so I think it's finally time to check it out. It could be a new party member, or a nursery. Battle Slowpoke in order to catch it? Yes! Alright, Slowpoke, let's see if we're adding you to the team. That's a weird looking Slowpoke. Slowpoke can be a big trouble to move sometimes. I wouldn't know, I haven't seen a Slowpoke. Snowflake is now resting in our box, and we're back to the caves to train. Takedown, hang in there. 7 deaths. It happens, and we can't lose sleep over our team's death. Our aspirations are much greater than any one Pokemon. Snowflake is now with us. It's time to tackle the Motostoke Fire Gym and claim badge number 3. For this gym challenge, you need 5 points. Catching a Pokemon earns 2, knocking it out earns 1. Our first encounter is fair game to keep. Please, sir. 1 shake. 2 shake. 3 shake. Blue. Maraschino the Cherum is sent to a box. In the final confrontation with Kabu, he starts with Comfey. I start with Onibaba. Oh no, you're fairy! Oh no, 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 no! No, 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 no! Once again, my own ignorance leads to another teammate down, but with each death, I learn. Each battle, I move 1 step closer to taking down Leon. Progr once again the finisher. Noivern is sent out to take Comfey's place, and because of Oblivion Wing giving it health back every turn, I'm forced to strategize like never before. Using Dynamax early is the only hope we have to take down Noivern, and hopefully have enough juice left for whatever Kabu has next. This could go very poorly very quickly. Since I have one... Diancie? Another mythical, how about it? I have 1 more turn with my Dynamax. Diancie has 3. The cards are now heavily stacked against me. Fluffy would almost surely perish if it stays out, and swapping puts us at a disadvantage, losing a turn up against a Dynamax Diancie. I need you to survive 1 hit, get off the Magical Leaf, and then, you know, case closed, we win. Max Starfall, that's the fairy type move. You should be okay. Yes, and you went down to 69 HP. Guys, it's a sign. It's a sign that this Magical Leaf is going to kill the next turn. It's going to kill the next turn. I should still outspeed. I think I'll still outspeed. Oh, Doctor Who, please tell me if something's gonna go wrong. Just travel through time and let me know if you're gonna lose this fight. I need you to go first. Please, 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 please. Yes. Kill, 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 kill. Yes, we got the badge. And with that, Kabu is finished. Back to the wild area to try to grow our reserves, it's decided that legendary Pokemon will no longer be sought because they're so difficult to catch and I've wasted enough of my first encounters on them. Calyrex is what helped solidify this lesson. As much as we may like to add a flying green Skynoodle to the team, our new rule stands in the way and Jigglypuff finds its way into our hearts, named Guildmaster. Pseudoghost the Sigilif joins because I thought it was a ghost type, Bongo the Azurill comes along, and in a hidden encounter, Draflin the Stoutland jumps into our box. West of Hammerlock, Team Yell are up to no good, and Hop is randomized into this old lady, or... no, there's Hop. TBH, I'd probably rather fight alongside her. Anyway, after taking out the two, and Hop being useless on the sidelines and taking notes, we find a Riolu, looking to make a name for itself, but instead I make a name for it. Stronk 2, paying homage to a randomizer playthrough that was never finished. Battling our way through the route, trainer after trainer, we stumble upon an Icy Vulpix with questionable strategy. That's my little Pog champion. Oh, and you killed yourself. Well, why'd you go and do that? I wasn't even looking. Inside of Stow-on-Side, Hop tries putting what he learned to the test, Bouffalant v Progger, and as we all know by this point, Progger cannot be bested. Ninjask slams into our best boy, causing confusion and coming close to another fallen friend. Violet is sent out, Ninjask is sent packing. Torchic wants to play, so we swap for Fluffy. Hop's last-ditch effort lies in a Bunnelby. Ah, too easy, Hop, come on. Train up a little bit more next time. And speaking of training up, we'll spend some extra time on the previous route before tackling the newest gym challenge. Shall one more shake free you from this twiggy embrace? Buddy, you can go back up that tree if you wouldn't mind. After defeating a frog god and a few other Pokemon along the way, let's lower your defense. Pluck. The newest member of the team. Alright, I'm outie. We all know you can't make an omelet without breaking a few Riolu along the way. Finally into gym challenge number 4, working through the Plinko-esque game and charging through opponents. The third gym trainer turns out to be the ultimate gatekeeper. I want to leave you out, and I also don't want to heal you. It's kind of a struggle, you know? Vicious Rend. That's fine. That's fine, he says. Maraschino is sent out to fend off the Vicious Rend, a move that should only be learnable by the fossil Pokemon and certainly not Phalanx, but I digress. Okay, so we could seed this turn and then heal up Maraschino. That's what I'll do. Seed this turn, then heal. Don't crit. Gonna barf. Gonna barf. It's too close. Archarum is holding on by the leaves of its teeth, but the seed is successful. Leech Seed goes on to be the most important move of the battle, and I think the Leech Seed will kill. Yo! Pressing on in the gym to take on Alistair, Shinx stares down Pseudoghost, which happens to be Flying and Psychic, which happens to be a bad type matchup, which I realized after putting it to sleep. You slept for one turn? Final Gambit. That sounds painful. That was a Fire type move. Oh my god. Oh my god, that Shinx did not want to live. Corviknight is sent out and I swap for Progger. Progger has never led me wrong before. That was spooky. I was almost scared for a moment. And you killed yourself too. I'm noticing a trend with this trainer. Alistair sends out a Sharpedo that I'm sure he's very proud of. I also could have switched. That's something I should have thought of. That's okay. Did a lot of damage. Snipe Shot, don't kill me. Once the mightiest warrior, now destined to be released. Another sacrifice that we can't let be made in vain. Snowflake takes out the shiny Sharpedo and Alistair sends out a Toxapex as the final straw. With Dynamax in Alistair's eyes, we don't have time to switch out. I have to Dynamax Snowflake. The 3 turns go by without much progress on either side. Fluffy steps up to bat in memory of Progger. Hey, we got the badge. I am unstoppable. Bede is ready to battle again, and it was all pretty unremarkable. Celebrate? Ooh. A present for moi? Wow. What? I'll just air cut. Yes, keep celebrating. Wow. Y'all, can the rest of the game be like this? Just keep on celebrating. Yeah, you do you, man. Moving on. Bede uncovers a Sword and Shield statue, which I look forward to facing the legends down the road. Heading into the forest, we see such a legend. I love that. They're just hanging out. I don't think they're encounterable now. And they shrunk. Honey, I shrunk the Zamazenta. And as usual, I botched my first encounter of the new route. And rather than making a beeline straight for the gym, we train. And we run into this nice lady with an illegal Pokemon, Mandibuzz. It knows Dragon Ascent, which is Rayquaza's signature move. Every Pokemon I send in is unable to get an attack off without being in mortal danger of this powerful attack. Guildmaster. Buddy. What did I say? Eventually, Pseudoghost drops in to try for the win. That Mandibuzz was not fun to strategize around. Madame Judy. How much money? 13,000? Could have given me more. The Pokemart finally has Hyper Potions available, so I spend all of my money on those before heading to the next gym challenge. Annette sends Mawile, I send Maraschino, exchanging a few licks, and Fluffy is back to clean up detail. With Mawile aside, Skuntank and Guildmaster go toe-to-toe. Don't crit! Don't you dare! What did I just say? Doctor Who travels through time to get a hit in. Snowflake confuses, and eventually takes out the foe and finishes off Annette. The third gym trainer starts with a Psyduck, no trouble there, and swaps to the Galarian Zapdos, a flying fighting type. It starts with the most devastating move a legendary bird can, followed by the weakest move it can use. So how's Magical Leaf? Bug Bite, that's probably not great for me. Snowflake is sent out to create the most powerful ice storm this side of Galar has ever seen. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Good stuff. Crit, Bolt Break, this might hurt. But Snowflake can handle it. And we got the Leech Seed. Maraschino didn't die for nothing. Now we can step up to Opal. The match begins, Volcanion and Snowflake. You are letting me down. Oh no, that's probably not great for Snowflake. Very not great for Snowflake. Very terrible for Snowflake, indeed. I maybe should have foreseen that happening. Pseudoghost Psybeams Volcanion into oblivion. Stoutland is put to sleep, and we're hit with a pop quiz. How old am I? She likes my answer. That's what I was hoping for. Yep, I outspeed. Cool. Beautiful. Thank you for the stat buff. Mwah. Magnificent. In Stoutland's wake, Pinsir comes to the party. And due to a quick Oko, I either need to heal Pseudoghost, Dynamax it with low HP, or switch Pokemon. No option is ideal. Opal's final Pokemon, the one set to Dynamax, beware. Oh. Oh, buddy. Oh, pal. I do outspeed. Beautiful. Oh, that is such a good lick of damage. This badge is easy. I only had to lose 3 Pokemon for it. Right? That makes it worth it, right? Four Pokemon for it. And then I win. Like, I mean, why'd you have to kill my Pokemon? This is a Nuzlocke. You're gonna go to the Poke Center and be just fine. I'm not. I have to release my friends, Opal. 5 badges in, and our team is in the worst shape it has been in ages. There's a small number of spots left in the wild area where we can expand our party. We meet Golurk, the biggest anime weeb you ever did see. Ghost coverage will hopefully come in handy as we near the end of the game. One final party member comes from a tree spirit. I'm gonna grab a tree Pokemon as our encounter for this area. Last tree Pokemon was a Kyurem. So what do we got now? Come at me, tree boy. And its existence is such a disappointment that the full word disappointment doesn't fit, so its name is Disappoint. It's a disappointment much like my spelling abilities. Whoops. After a spit of training and disappoint becoming a Gyarados, we head back into Hammerlock and find Hop doing what he does best, being in the way. First up from him, Tentacruel to my disappoint. After a few chomps, Disappoint makes room for Doctor Who, with actually good type coverage against a Tentacruel. A magical leaf and it's out of the way for a Crustle who is looking to tussle. Oh my god. How'd you like that? I didn't. And like a knight in shining armor, Weeb stands on the front lines for us. After a quick body slam, Absol is in. After a few more quick body slams, big boy. I love that we got Weeb. Weeb is a good addition to the party. Because he's so heavy. Frostmoth flutters in. Can I hear an Oko? You know I did. You know I heard an Oko. A Cantonian Raichu is all that Hop has left. The battle drags on a bit since Hop keeps praying to Sokka's girlfriend, but eventually the punches get through.
That's rough, buddy.
Pushing on in the Galar region, we stumble upon a friendly neighborhood scientist. Kabutops is no trouble for Disappoint, and then she has something special to send forward. A Marshadow? That's so cute! I don't know Marshadow. Spark? No! Oh my god. Once again, the newest party member lasts all of 6 seconds, and Disappoint really lived up to its name. Cool mythical Pokemon though, scientist lady. No hard feelings. Moving on, without much more than an F in chat, from the window to the wall to the Fs. Instead of a Phalanx, it's just a Zacian coming out of those tiny holes. Oh my god, I love it. I hope they are all Zacian, please. After seeing more of those troopers and taking down a few for XP, we're into Sir Chester. Bongo is the weakest link in the party, so while trying to have it push through poison, I could just not fight. Maybe that's why I was running back into town. Couldn't get away? Cool. Good strat. Another day, another death at our hands. While fighting to become the very best, I found this neat looking pink cat mouse thing. Anyway, we killed it. Finally, heading back into the ice gym, Hop bugs us before we get 2 pointy sticks. Setting the pace for the gym challenge, we speedrun taking down the first trainer, and I speedrun through the navigation puzzle. GameFreak may have thought this was hard, but it's second nature to me. I could even navigate this with my eyes closed. No! I deserved that. Unfortunately, during the speedrun, Draflin was holding us back from a PB, so we had to let her go. With a dead weight gone, we push forward at record pace. Up the stairs to bring Melanie down, she starts with a diseased Flapple. Flapple? That's not ice type. Alright, look at you showing off. I start with Celebi, and Melanie just can't let it go. Celebi confuses our way to victory over Flapple. Next out is a fallen ally of ours, Axelgore, and I'm ready to heal. Pollen Puff, throw your quad weak to bug. Hitmonlee could be an easy win, but learning from past gym battle mistakes, we start to think through how the Dynamax Pokemon will impact our healing situation. Fluffy comes out to finish Hitmonlee and prepares to become a big boy. I'll show you what I got. Cresselia! Still ice. With the power of darkness, Melanie stands no chance, and we have a new badge added to our shiny badge case. A quick meeting at the local steakhouse, and Hop wants to jump into another battle without me realizing, and I should have come in more prepared than 2 active party members, but I believe in the heart of the cards, so it shouldn't be an issue. Oh, he's got 5 Pokemon. Luxray. Oh god, y'all, this is not gonna... Confusion on confusion, Luxray is down, and Alolan Ninetales is up. A few Metal Claws, and we find Sceptile. Thanks to the recoil of Woodhammer and the psychic abilities of our legendary Fluffy, game, set, Pog. And Oranguru is the penultimate challenge, Bisharp, which doesn't cause too much trouble after we swap for our Alphonse Elric wannabe. When Oranguru comes back out, we slam it back into its Pokeball and make Hop cry. As unprepared for the fight as we were, and having only 2 active Pokemon, this went surprisingly well for us. Outside of Sir Chester, we can finally look towards expanding the team, and we find this pointy fellow, naming her Ash Ketchum's mother, Delia. We gain access to new parts of the wild area once we obtain the water bike, but Team Yell is doing their thing and obstructing justice. After saving the day, we got it, the world said Pog, everybody clapped, and I was back to scouting for talent. That talent is found in the form of Pinsir. We're ready to run with this bug boy that we named Scissors. Back to the water route in order to progress, we find a gentleman training off to the side, and we just had to interrupt. Score Bunny, 10 out of 10. No, Blaze Kick, why do you know that? With the burn and the hail, Maractus is probably going to die. Blaze Kick isn't a move that Slurpuff should ever be able to learn, but them's the breaks for a randomizer. We have to push on, for Ash's mom. New area, we hit Magmortar with our car, so we stuff it into a Pokeball and rename it Heat Blast. Guarding the secret side entrance to Spikemuth, Marnie wants to battle. Fluffy is able to take on her entire team without so much as breaking a sweat. Necrozma really is our little PogChamp. With Marnie out of the way, we dive headfirst into the Spikemuth Gym Challenge. After a dozen fights that look like they're set up to be double battles, we finally come into a double battle against two grunts. Now it's a double battle! I wasn't ready for this, Blastoise and what? But it still proved no issue for my team of winners. On to Teen Heartthrob Piers, who gets a little confused sometimes. Yes, cheer. Let's do it, Scrafty. Buddy, I think you're a little confused. And I'm up against some unfair odds with trainers who breed illegal Pokemon. Origin Pulse? Cool, what's that do? Quite a bit of damage. Let's see if that was an illegal move. Origin Pulse. It is only knowable by Kyogre in Alpha Ruby Omega Sapphire. Of course, no matter that. When we win, we'll do it legit and even cheaters won't be able to bring us down. Obstagoon? Piers, please. Do you see Obstagoon with you right now? Poor Piers. He continues to see Pokemon that aren't there until we get a badge out of him. I almost feel bad for just beating him and leaving him there. Without delay, we're back into Hammerlock and stepping up to the gym challenge. As soon as we load in, I remember their double battles. I hate those. Fudge! I should have trained more. Turns out this gym trainer was bribed by my mom or something, and they took down their own Magmortar. Or maybe I'm just too good at this game. After winning the first battle, it's time to train more so that I can safely ensure victory without any more casualties on my hands. A Watts trainer in the wild area is selling Thunderbolt, which sounds like a pretty OP move that would add a lot of coverage to our team of 4. I think Fluffy should learn Thunderbolt. Fluffy can't learn it. So it goes to Heat Blast. Another epic training montage later, and some time spent playing with the best Pokemon team to ever exist. Just slowly zooming in. Oh, they smile when you zoom in. I love it. Do you smile? And we're heading back into Raihan's domain. His cohorts go down easily with our new strength training, and we step up to the plate to take on the man himself in another double battle. Straight to the Dynamax portion of our broadcast, things get a bit stressful. I'm so excited. This is so much fun. I'm loving this. Oh, yes. Octillery, please do not touch my boy Heat Blast. Oh my god. That was moments away from disaster and losing Heat Blast. Through all of that and the power of friendship, Raihan is down and we have all 8 badges to our name. Our eyes are set on the semifinals through Route 10. Bet there will be Ice-type Pokemon crawling out of the woodwork in a place like this. Press X to doubt. We're finally able to move into a new location and we get the opportunity to add a new name to the roster, Starface. You see, because it has a star on its face. Depression doesn't exist in the Pokemon world. Nintendo wouldn't allow that. What if there was an episode where the gang tackles depression? Like, oh, Ash just doesn't feel it anymore. He doesn't feel like being a trainer. He wants to go back home, sit in his room, maybe stream on Twitch. Near the end of Route 10, through all of our training and battling, we stare down the most dastardly foe yet. Super effective Crunch. Let's crunch it. Destiny Bond, does that mean I die if you die? Is that a guaranteed thing? Because I might Oko. Oh no. Does that kill me? This game is not fair. It's uncomfortable moving into the semifinals with only 4 of our teammates, but it's our only option. Fighting Marnie again, she has hits such as an Alola Ninetales and a Gigantamax Cinderace, and we quickly move right along. Hop sends forward a Shiftry, which is Fire Blasted out of existence, a Grimmsnarl, which is Fire Blasted out of existence, an Amoonguss, which is Fire Blasted out of existence, a Gigalith, which we swap in Weeb to Quake the Earth. Unfortunately, every Stadium attendee also died with that move, but whatever. Hop's final act is a Terrakion. Whatever this is. Weeb grows 3 sizes this day to Dynamax against the legendary Bull thing. No, seriously, what are Gen 5 Pokemon anyway? Where was I? Defeating Hop. Right. Neat. Now through the semifinals, Cosmos Grunts are causing some trouble, and we gotta put on our investigating cap to bring them to justice. As we head up the battle tower and slowly kill all of Hop's Pokemon in the process, I'm jumping at the bit to find out if the big bad legendary Eternatus will be randomized or if the mod will fall apart before our very eyes during the final stretch. The Cosmos assistant lady gives us some trouble, but a large pair of scissors and eventually a smaller pair of scissors manages to win the day. All distractions out of the way, we hit the turf once more and stare down Bede. His Sandaconda don't want none, and that's why we handily knock it out, and in comes Tapu Lele, far from its home of the Alola region, and it's time for it to head back. Sharpedo is O-code, Bede prepares to Dynamax a Cantonian Ponyta, so I send out Heat Blast to take the brunt. Shit, oh my god. GameFreak, what are you— why is it so much bigger than me? Did you see that size difference? What the heck? No. I still look so small. Like, it's just a slightly above average Magmortar when it looks like this. That's lame as hell. After Ponyta is defeated, we're right on the cusp of Leon. No one can stop me. See, I'm a 12 out of 10. You're like a 6 out of 5. That math almost works out to be the exact same. Well, there is still Nessa, Alistair, and Raihan, but hardly. They kind of just threw rocks in my general direction from across the field, and I was able to leave. Finally, time for the grand finale fight with Big Lee, but we're interrupted by some nonsense, and we're off to the Slumbering Weald to, like, pray to the Sword and Shield Pokemon or something. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't read the book. Back into Hammerlock to take down the big bad Rose himself. He thinks he's clever by starting with a Palossand. Oh, I'm shaking in my boots with your sandcastle. I'm just going to be a bully and kick it. Not an Oko, because we don't deserve good things in life. Grass Knot, because obviously a fire-type Pokemon should know grass moves, right? Guys, chat, look. Do you see it? Do you see the number? Okay, Rock, Fall, and Oko? Nah, not quite. Good amount of damage, though. Here's the thing. Notice how both me and Rose are standing in between the two Pokemon. When the rock falls, it's crushing us. Like, where do we go? We're still there. We don't run out of the way. Look, see, I'm there. And now all of a sudden I'm supposed to not be? Like, come on. GameFreak. Where's the GameFreak lied about this? Are you still alive? How do you manage that? And with Rose golf clapping to our victory, we're able to head up the elevator. I still don't know if it's going to actually be randomized. It's a weird static encounter. It's a raid battle. I don't know, man. What's it going to be? Just give it to me straight, Doc. Hawlucha! Let's go! Yes! As much as I'd love to add this legendary wrestler to the party, it's the G-Max Eternatus that you're able to catch, so we must deliver a finishing blow and take Hawlucha down for the count. Hey guys, Eternal Darkness or whatever is starting. Hey guys, I think it's bedtime. It's bedtime. Forever Darkness. Rawr. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Is this the end? What a bummer of an ending. But wait. Big brain idea time. We can disable the mod, take down Gmax Eternatus, then re-enable the mod in order to forge ahead. So I did that. In the lame, unmodded fight against non-randomized Eternatus, we came out victorious, and when it ascended into the heavens to become its Eternamax form, it was still no match thanks to the power of friendship with some equally lame and unmodded doggos. We caught Eternatus with the intention of trying not to use it since it couldn't be randomized. With the mod back on the Switch, we make way to Winden to kill Leon. I mean, beat his team fairly in a Pokemon match. Barraskewda goes down. We set up Swords Dance a couple times to be able to superpower Relicanth in one hit with an X-Scissor. Azel falls. Alakazam brought Spoons to an X-Scissor fight, so it also gets an Oko. Weeb goes toe-to-toe with Scrafty to avoid Scissors dying to a future sight from Azelf, and Weeb escorts Scrafty to its grave. And as a final showdown, Weeb versus Rhyperior. I'll show you what Charizard can really do. It's Gigantamax time! Your Charizard's put on some weight, buddy. And turned very stony. Wow, is that your signature Charizard that's unbeatable? With your... you know... With only a sliver of health coming out of the Dynamax turns, Fluffy is sent out to finish the fight, our longest surviving party member. It's been good, it's been fun, but I love defeating Leon. I love rubbing his smarmy little face into his lack of a winning Charizard. That's what he gets for not having a winning Charizard. We did it, team! Y'all, we just beat a Nuzlocke. And the final battle was easy. Easy as pie. And that's how I did it. I beat my first ever Nuzlocke in a randomized and sometimes unfair version of Pokémon Shield. I couldn't have made it through if not for the help of some friendly folks in Twitch chat, mostly kindly, reminding me of type matchups when I do something silly. All in, the playthrough took about 30 hours, all done on stream. We lost 21 Pokemon and gained countless friends along the way. If you want to join in on the fun, come check me out on Twitch sometime. I'm PK Chance on there, and you can find a link in the description. Right now, as I'm cutting this video, we're doing a Ditto-only playthrough in Shield, and it's randomized, and it, presents some of its own unique challenges. Thank you so much for watching this far. As you can imagine, cutting all of this and doing voiceover was a mountain of work that took me quite some time to comb through. Don't expect this kind of editing every video, but if you like it, make sure to let me know with a thumbs up, say something nice in the comments, and maybe show it to a friend. I appreciate you all so much, and I hope to catch you on Twitch soon.